So questions for Greyson, go ahead.
How much are you looking forward to Monday and just getting started?
I'm excited, really excited. I think the whole team is very excited about getting started. It's been a while since spring, and as a whole, this team has come a long way just from spring ball. We've been putting in a lot of work this summer, and so we're excited to see where that's going to take us.
Talk about your development and how you feel you've improved from spring to now.
I guess with me, still trying to just get everything pinpoint when it comes to just decision making. I want to be as quick with the ball as I can, and if I can do that by enhancing my decision making ability, then that's what I'm going to do.
Speaking of decision making, Coach London says that he hopes to have a decision made on the starter relatively early this year. Talk about your approach to everything and how you're going about this quarterback battle.
Well, first off, Dave and I are great friends. I mean, we roomed together last camp. So with us, we're just trying to compete, and with us competing, that's making each other better. And especially this summer, competing together and trying to quiz each other here and there on what to do. And Coach gave us some leeway on the scripts for 7-on-7 this summer, so we've been talking to each other about the plays that we like. So working together in that aspect. But I guess with me personally, just trying to do you know, whatever I can to succeed, and I know that's what everybody on this team is trying to do and accomplish.
Knowing you could be one of two guys starting in your football team this year, what is, you know, emotionally, mentally, what does that mean to you? You know, this could be your team.
I mean, it'd be a huge honor, and I mean, I came here, you know, wanting to play for the University of Virginia. I mean, I was recruited by these guys, and you know, I love Charlottesville. I love the team. I feel like we're all a huge family, and so being able to play for this team would be a great honor.
You mentioned your close relationship with David. Does it make the competition a little bit harder because that's your good friend that you're going up against?
Not really, because whenever you're on the field, you're just worried about playing football, and so and that's really where we're competing, is on the field. So we're worried about, you know, whatever we're going to be able to do. We want to be just be able to better the team however we can. So not really. It's actually making it a little bit easier.
Being around last year's rotation per se with Michael and Phillip, did that put a strain on those guys, do you think?
You know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You know, it is what it is, and you know, with both of those guys not being here, I mean, it's just, you know, now our focus is on, you know, the 3 or 4 quarterbacks now that are here, and what we can do to help better this team.
Greyson, what do you think you need to do to win the starting job? Because Coach says that even though it's an open competition, that David will go in as the starter in the camp, and you've got to kind of take it from him if you're going to be the starter. What do you have to do?
Just, you know, whatever I can to go out and help the team win. That's what I'm going to do. And so, if that means, you know, taking second team reps like I did all of spring, and you know, going like that, and I mean, we both compete, and we both got first and second team and third team actually in that, right? So right now, Dave and I, we're just focusing on, you know, learning the playbook, learning the new plays that we're installing this summer, and you know, however this comes out, it'll come out that way.
Are you a pretty competitive guy?
Yes, sir.
Can you talk to me a little bit about that? Your competitive drive through high school, now you're in college.
Well, I mean, I feel like everybody on this team has a certain competitive drive, or they would not be here. So we're all very excited about this camp, and we're looking forward to putting our competitive drive to the test, so to speak.
How are you and David different as quarterbacks? How would you assess that?
I'm not sure. In some areas, it's kind of obvious. I mean, I'm not the fastest guy in the world, and he's got the upper hand in that category. But like I said earlier, I'm trying to get faster with the knowledge of the game and my decision making. If I can run a 4.4 up here, then I feel like that'll be good for me. So
When you found out that Coach made it a point that early in camp he's going to announce the starter, based on what took place last year, what went through your mind? Did it make you work a little harder? What went through your mind when you heard that?
Well, that might be the first time I've actually heard about that. So, I don't really know how the starting job is going to be decided. But with me, I'm always going by my little preparation techniques that I have that I like to implement throughout my time here. So, whenever I first got here as a true freshman, I was going to act like I was preparing to be the starter, and even though I knew I was going to redshirt. And that's how I'm going to keep preparing while I'm here.
What do you think of the new offense, Coach Fairchild?
I love it. He's given us a lot of leeway in certain routes to run based on certain looks. We're putting in some new formations that are very friendly to the players that we have here, so I'm very excited to see how far that can take us.
How about working with him?
He's definitely a hilarious coach. We love to be around him. He's hilarious, but then again, we've definitely seen parts that we do not want to see again. So he demands respect, but then again, he's also a very fun guy to be around.
Grayson, whether it's you or David, how important is, you mentioned decision making and not turning the ball over, holding on to the ball. How important is that for you guys? Because in the past, at this position, that's been an issue.
Well, for this position, that's pretty much the most important thing. That and getting some wins under our belt, and for this team, that, accuracy, and wins are the most important three things for us. And so decision making, that can either win or lose a game, and so it's very important.
Anything else for Grayson?